What do you get when you combine brutal corners, wild elevation changes, and pure driving madness? You get the Nürburgring, Germany's legendary racetrack that strikes fear and love into every car lover's heart. They call it the Green Hell for a reason, because conquering it takes serious skill and serious guts. It's where car manufacturers test their fastest creations, and amateurs risk it all for a lap of glory. This isn't just a racetrack, it's an obsession for millions. Around the world, people travel thousands of miles just to drive one lap here, even if it means burning tires or bruising egos. But what exactly makes the Nürburgring so fascinating, so addicting, and so terrifying all at once? Why do so many call it the ultimate test for both cars and drivers? That's exactly what we'll explore in this video. Stick around as we dive into the story, the secrets, the thrill, and the culture behind this legendary ring. Trust me, you're about to see why the Nürburgring is unlike anything else on Earth. Let's start with the basics. What is the Nürburgring really? It's a massive racing complex tucked away in the Eifel Mountains of Germany. There are actually two main tracks, the Grand Prix circuit and the infamous Nordschleife. The Nordschleife, or North Loop, is the real star. It's over 20 kilometers long with more than 150 corners. It was built in the 1920s and has challenged drivers ever since. It winds through forests, hills, blind crests, and tight turns that punish even the smallest mistake. There's no other circuit in the world that combines beauty, danger, and complexity quite like it. Unlike modern tracks, the Nürburgring has old-school soul. You feel every bump and curve. It's open to the public on most days, meaning you could literally drive your own car on it. From Lamborghinis to beat-up hatchbacks, you'll see everything on a Touristenfahrten day. But remember, it may be public access, but it's still a real racetrack. Respect it. The Nürburgring isn't just a track, it's a living piece of motorsport history. It opened in 1927 as a way to test cars and hold races in the mountainous Eifel region. In its early days, it was considered the most challenging circuit in the world. Legends like Juan Manuel Fangio, Jackie Stewart, and Niki Lauda raced here. In fact, Jackie Stewart gave it the nickname the Green Hell, after winning a soaking wet Grand Prix in 1968. But it hasn't always been glorious. There have been serious accidents and even fatalities. One of the darkest days came in 1976, when Niki Lauda crashed and nearly died. After that, Formula One stopped racing on the Nordschleife, and a safer Grand Prix track was built. But even today, the original loop is still used for testing, racing, and thrill rides. Its legacy has only grown, attracting generations of fans and drivers alike. It's not just famous, it's sacred ground in the racing world. So what makes the Nürburgring so insanely hard to drive? First off, the length. One lap takes 7 to 10 minutes depending on your car and skill. You have to remember every curve, crest, and braking point, or you'll end up in the guardrails. Then there's the elevation change, nearly 300 meters from the lowest to the highest point. The weather can change mid-lap, dry on one end, pouring rain on the other. Corners like the Carousel and Flansgarten are legendary for good reason. They're wild, technical, and unforgiving. Even professional drivers admit to feeling nervous every time they drive it. There's barely any runoff area, so mistakes are punished immediately. Plus, on public days, you're sharing the track with dozens of cars. Some fast, some painfully slow. It's like solving a puzzle while going 200 km/h with traffic coming from every angle. In short, the Nürburgring doesn't just test your car, it tests your brain. Now let's talk about one of the coolest parts, Nürburgring car spotting. If you're a car enthusiast, this place is like Disneyland. Just standing by the fences, you'll see rare supercars, heavily tuned builds, and legendary track machines. From McLarens and Porsches to one-of-a-kind prototype mules with camo wraps, it's all here. Car manufacturers often test their new models here before the world even knows about them. That's why photographers and YouTubers line the fences, with cameras ready. You might spot a future GT3 RS blasting around the corner, months before it's announced. Locals and fans set up chairs, sip coffee, and just enjoy the show. Every lap brings a new sound, a new color, a new beast. Even the parking lots are insane. You'll see more dream cars outside the gate than at any car show. It's not just a racetrack, it's a 24/7 automotive circus. Want to know who's fastest on the ring? Let's talk lap times. The Nürburgring has become the unofficial benchmark for high-performance cars. Manufacturers fight for bragging rights with official timed laps. The Porsche 911 GT2 RS, Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, and even electric cars like the Rimac Nevera have left their mark. Lap records are carefully recorded, verified, and endlessly debated. But it's not just about who's fastest. It's about how they get there. Watching onboard footage of these laps is jaw-dropping. It's a masterclass in courage and control. You see the steering twitching, tires screaming, and the car dancing on the edge of grip. One wrong move, and it's all over. And yet, every year, someone sets a new bar and pushes the limits even further. It's thrilling, intense, and absolutely fascinating to watch. What really sets the Nürburgring apart is the global community it's built. People come from all over the world just to be part of it. You'll see Dutch plates, Japanese stickers, and American muscle all in the same parking lot. There's a shared respect here. Every driver, whether amateur or pro, knows this place. Demands your best. Locals open their garages, host tourists, and swap stories over bratwurst and beer. You'll find Nürburgring merchandise everywhere. Shirts, flags, keychains, you name it. There are forums, YouTube channels, and Discord, groups all dedicated to the ring. Drivers share tips, videos, and even warnings about where crashes often happen. And when you finally do your first lap, it feels like a rite of passage. It's not just about cars, it's about being part of something bigger, something that keeps pulling people back, year after year. Of course, the Nürburgring isn't all sunshine and perfect laps. There are crashes, lots of them, and they can be serious. Guardrails are bent regularly, tow trucks are always on standby, and accidents are part of the risk. But with risk comes reward, and that's part of what makes the experience so raw and real. Every driver who walks away from a mistake here learns something new. That lesson stays with them for life, no matter how many tracks they drive later. But don't worry. Safety crews are fast, experienced, and always alert. The track has improved in many ways over the years to keep drivers protected. Still, it's crucial to respect the ring. It doesn't forgive carelessness. Many seasoned drivers say, you don't conquer the Nürburgring, you survive it. And surviving it is a badge of honor in itself. Imagine being a first-timer on the Nürburgring. It's nerve-wracking and exciting. You rent a car, maybe a track-prepped BMW or a hot hatch. You line up at the gate, heart-pounding, checking your mirrors for faster cars. The track opens and you floor it down the long straight. Corners come fast. Aremberg, Metzgesfeld, and then the carousel. You feel the G-forces, the bumps, and the adrenaline like never before. You forget everything except the next turn. Maybe you make a mistake. Brake too late, run wide, but you recover. When the lap ends, your hands are shaking and your smile is massive. You pull into the paddock, take a deep breath, and say, let's go again. That's the Nürburgring effect. It grabs you and never lets go. So why does the Nürburgring fascinate us so much? Because it's not just a racetrack, it's a living legend. It's where machines are pushed to their limits and people find out what they're really made of. It's fast, unforgiving, beautiful, and terrifying, all at once. From car spotting to record chasing, from community to chaos, it has it all. If you ever get the chance to go, even just to watch, take it. Stand by the fence, feel the ground, shake and listen to the roar of engines. That's when you'll understand the obsession. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, drop a comment about your favorite Nürburgring moment, and subscribe for more motorsport stories. And remember, when it comes to pure racing soul, nothing beats the green hell. Thanks for watching and see you next lap.